Chisaki Blue Futon, out of the box, out of the wall. You already should know what it is because you know the movie that happened before this one. Oh, I had to grab the right one. VHS 2 with a slipcover with an unrated version. And that's the one I'm going to be watching. Left hand, I did it again. What's good? VHS 2. Is it better or worse than the original? So VHS 2 actually has one less story. This one has the story of them intertwining the movies, but this one, instead of 5 mini stories, this one's only 4 mini stories. And the story intertwining them are these two guys, there's a guy and a girl, they're boyfriend girlfriend, then they're kind of like special investigators, if you want to put it that way. They film people doing nasty acts, and then they kind of blackmail them, saying, hey, do you want this video out in the public? They give me some more money than who's paying me to do it. But then, of course, we're supposed to go to this house and get this VHS tape and find it and bring it to this person. And like I said, there's 4 in this one. So let's go deep dive into these 4 stories. So the first one's called The Eyeball, and this one is a guy who had to have eye surgery because of an accident. And when he gets the eyeball, he's starting to see dead spirits or dead ghosts or these dead people just everywhere. And there's a girl also who was deaf who actually just hears them, not sees them, but he actually sees them. And this is actually a very cool, unique premise. The actual quality of the film, this one is a lot better than all the other VHS mini ones from the first one. So the quality of this one is a lot better. It's more crisp, more clean. And this story actually works for some good scares and some really good special effects of, something that happens with the sheet and stuff. And of course, there is some nudity in this one, but hey, nothing wrong with some nudity, right? So the second one, let's call it Zombie. The zombie one is a very, very unique premise on the zombie genre, and I actually love this one. This one is very strongly written, very strong presentation of how they're doing it. This one's a GoPro. A guy's wearing a GoPro because he's riding a bike. Something happens to him, turns to a zombie, and now he's eating people, and he sees other people as well. This is a very good story of how the zombie apocalypse would happen, because people would be freaking out what to do. Doesn't matter. You're bitten. You're about to turn. Very good special effects with the throw up, with the gore, and the actual twist at the end of with the zombies of actually maybe having a conscience because they're not fully a zombie. They still recognize some stuff. It's a really smart twist at the end. Let's put it that way. Highly, highly enjoyed this one. But the third one, Safe Haven. This is the director who did The Raid and Raid 2. This one is phenomenal. This is a cult movie in Indonesia. Really, really messed up stuff happened in this one. This is why this was unrated or theatrical version, because there's a lot of suicide stuff in this movie. Which very makes sense because the gore in this, people blow up, people shoot themselves in the head, kids are drinking poison. There's something that comes up from the underworld. People get blown up. It is non-stop gore, awesomeness. And this director, he also has someone else who's actually more of a horror director and the action director. So they did mix good action set pieces and good horror set pieces in this one. But Safe Haven, fantastic, perfectly executed mini, hands down. And the third one, let's call it The Alien Invasion. And this one's maybe the weaker one, but it still works. Like, even though you could tell the aliens are kind of fake, it is very unique to see these kids run from this alien invasion. It's the sound effects, these loud horns, just whoa, happening. You're like, okay, it's a little creepy. And then the aliens happen, so it's really creepy. It's something that happens at the end. This is the one where the GoPro is on a dog. Sorry, yeah, this one's Safe Haven. I know I'm going backwards. Safe Haven is a documentary style, so it's real cameras. This one goes back to the GoPro on a dog. If something happens to the end, it's so heart-wrenching of like, it's like, your gut hurts. It's like, oof. You're like, shit. Like, it is a gut punch of how this one ends. Let's put it that way. So this one has some very good emotional impact at the very end. It might be a trick, but it works very well for the emotional impact. So overall, VHS 2, like you could tell from the review, it looks better. It's a cleaner filmed story with all of them combined. Better quality, better budget, and overall just a better quality product of VHS 2. So VHS 2 will receive a 4 out of 5 with Futon, who's at 80%. So see the critics' news scores gave this one. So you actually have the critics giving it a better score as well with the 70% with 64 of them, and as well as the audience giving it a better score with 51% with 11,851. Here's the critic consensus. It's as scattershot as its predecessor, but VHS 2 rounds up enough horror filmmaking talent to deliver a satisfying, nastily a bit uneven dose of gore. Yes, on the gore, also the one that cuts in between each one, it ends very gory with someone trying to commit suicide and there's a huge gash in their mouth. So like I said, this one's very gory, but I find this one not really uneven. I mean, you could say like I said, the zombie, the safe haven. You could say maybe the alien one doesn't belong, but it's so unique and different and fun. It works still. So do you agree with the 70, the 80, or the 51? Chase out the Boo Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. One of the things Booton, Topi, Bootonians. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. And you know what's happening next, guys. The third one in the trilogy, because it's called a trilogy for a reason.